Okay, ignore the glare as usual, but we getting this practice in, boy. And for the past couple of days, I've been having talks with myself, just really just trying to get into the proper mindset for job searching. So I've been job searching the past few days as well, and I found some positions. I've applied. I applied to another place. I applied to Stu Leonard's. They said, no, girl, we don't want you. I applied to some other places, haven't heard back yet, so we'll see. But I just feel like as long as I'm looking and I'm, like actually taking that step instead of just like sitting around all day, lazing around, not doing anything, just being unproductive, at least I'm looking, I'm applying, like I'm actually trying, it's just making me feel better. But it's also made me see that honestly, working a regular job, it's just not for me. And it's not that. And I know a lot of people are saying this, and it's like, yeah, you do have that small portion of people who are saying it because they just don't want to do any work. But then you have another group of people where I feel like I fit into this group where it's like, I'm willing to put in work, but it's like at the end of the day, I just cannot see myself being happy, feeling that I'm actually living that, like I'm living my life to the fullest working these jobs. Like I just can't see it. I honestly feel like the best thing for me and what would make me happiest is not being like an influencer, because I feel like that'd be like a little too stressful for me. Even if it was, I still wouldn't mind it, but I just feel like being a content creator, that's like my like biggest thing. Like when I was younger, I never really knew what I wanted to do. No, that's a lie. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but then the other half of my head, I knew I always wanted to be a director. I wanted to be in charge. That's what I knew that I wanted to do. And also, like my family, they're like, how do I put this? Like they're in the industry. Whatever industry you're thinking, they're in it. And a lot of my family members, they're like musically talented. They sing, they dance, they play instruments. I got the singing and instrument aspect. Also an artist, I'll be drawing a little too, yeah. So like for the very like most of my life, like I started playing piano very, very young. I can't really remember what age, but younger than 10. I started playing violin younger than 10. I think I started playing violin either in 3rd or 4th grade. I don't know how old I was then. That's when it started for violin, at least. Say 4th grade. So let's say 4th grade all the way to like now. Damn, I wish I knew how old I was. I don't feel like counting though. And I've been drawing forever. So basically all of my life I've just been into these things. And also a lot when I was younger, and even to now, like if like I was around people, like I'm always recording them or doing this or doing that. Like I'm never the one being recorded or being taken pictures of. It's like I'd rather do like you know what I'm saying? Like the words can't come out right because I'm dumb and I'm slow. But yeah, and I just feel like I did feel like I think directing was where I'm supposed to be at. But then when I'd see things on TikTok where it'd be like, oh, this is behind the scenes for this and behind the scenes for that. You hear that helicopter mad loud. I'm not gonna lie, when I would watch those videos, it would kind of make me anxious because I didn't realize how many people it took, like the process of making a movie or or just starting a project, the amount of people that it took to get the work done. And me, like my anxiety, bro, like having to speak to all those people, like it just made me feel sick. And I was just like, oh my God, I don't know if I could, like, I just don't know. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like content creator, like, because I feel like I'm a very creative person when it comes to things that I like. And when I have a vision, I really try to get it across the best way I can. And I feel like most times I succeed. Yeah. And it's like back to the working thing, it's like when I did work, when I worked at the movies and when I worked at the other job, I had to travel. Every job I've had to travel, whether it be a 20-minute bus ride or an hour train ride and then a ride on the subway, whatever. I always have to travel, and I love it. It's a love and hate relationship, but it's like the travel, I honestly didn't care as long as I was getting paid swell. Yeah, I did not care about the travel, but I don't know. I just feel like, and it's not even about, oh, I get to be my own boss. It's just like, I just don't know if that type of work is cut out for me. Like the same way I feel like college isn't really the best option for me, but college is something that I would do. Like I already did my first year, taking a little gap year. yeah. But college is something that I could definitely see myself doing. Just I'd be more willing to do that than like, yeah. I don't know where I'm going. Let me practice. Okay, let me zoom out. Do you guys want to see just how rough I play and ignore how dirty it is? And I don't have pants on or a bra, so just like actually shut your mouth. This should be good. I'm gonna start from my favorite part. Actually, no, we're gonna start from the beginning. Kind of the beginning, not all the way to the beginning though. We're gonna start from here. My hand is starting to cramp up though, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways. Damn, why am I forgetting? I'm gonna lose it. I'm also playing so rough. Like, I literally, can y'all see that? My nail, can y'all see? I hope y'all can. But my nail broke off on that finger. This pinky nail chipped off. And my other nails are getting ready to go, but that's fine. But so. even know that part, but that's about it. And yeah, this pinky nail's about to come off. I guess the rest of these nails are kind of holding up. I really need to clip this, but I like her, I'm not gonna lie. I like when I play, like, I hope I can see me, by the way. Oh, my tripod's right here, wait. Okay, hopefully it stays here, but when I play, like, when I'm going, like, oh god, when I'm, like, you know, like, trying to make emphasis on a note, this is a really bad habit. I don't even know when it started. I probably been playing like this forever, because my first piano teacher was bad, like, really bad. But anyways, I go, my shoulders, I press down with my hands, shoulders immediately go up when I'm trying to, so let me lower this. Like, I lowered it because I'm not, like, trying to be doing the most. Like, so, but wait, why am I forgetting how it ends? You see that, like, little rise? So I'm gonna try to play, like, I'm gonna try to not be conscious right now. That wasn't that bad, but that's the fastest I've ever played that, but do y'all even know what I just said? I said that's the fastest I've ever played that, or this, but, hopefully y'all saw shoulders going all types of crazy. I really need to fix that, and I'm about to stop playing, because I can't even speak, like, I'm getting overheated. Yeah, my back is really starting to hurt, so switching over to the iPad, but y'all do not want to see the butt sweat that is on the little, I'll put my leg up so the glare goes away, that's on the little stool thingy. But yeah, my nails have just always been flimsy as hell. Maybe y'all can see it a little better now. How she's okay, right there, can y'all see? She chipped. She's not cracked, she just chipped. She a chip girl. But yeah, my nails never, you know, been the best, been good, because actually I was so obsessed with my sister when I was little that I can't even speak right now, like, will, like, never bite my nails. I always left my nails alone, because I didn't, like, since I never bit them, I never knew what it felt like, so I was scared I was, like, gonna bite my whole finger off, so I just, like, never even tried, even though I know, like, a whole lot of other kids, like, they would pick their nails, they would bite their nails, and I never saw the appeal, and I was just like, oh my god, like, that's so scary, they're so weird. My sister, she would bite her nails, she would pick her nails, all that, everything, and like I said, I was so obsessed with her, I started to do it, and I've just never stopped. Yeah, I just never stopped. Another thing that she would do was, you see how, like, my lip, it just looks regular, right? What she would do, she would go, like, just, like sit with her, literally lip out like that. I don't know why. I don't know if it was to look cute or just, I don't know what it was. I just know it wasn't her default. I know she was doing it on purpose. I started doing it, and then it just, the lips started staying like that for a while, and I was like, what the I don't know why. Like, I guess we thought it was cute or something. I don't know. But yeah, I was a big old copycat, you know, big old copycat to the big sister. But yeah, switching topics real quick. I've just opened up Instagram. The first thing I'm seeing is I'm gonna try to read it backwards. Emily Ratajkowski, if that's how you pronounce her name, posts about ending situationship after posting Eric Andre nude pics. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never watched the Eric Andre show. It's just not for me at all. I tried, and I've also, like, clips from that show have been forced upon me by social media, and I don't think there's ever been a clip that I've seen from his show that I've genuinely enjoyed, that oh my god, as I was saying, I don't think I've ever seen a clip from his show that didn't make me uncomfortable. Like, he just gives man in, like, the most disgusting way possible. Like, I'm not trying to shit on him, and I don't really know him. I just know of the show and things I've seen. It just feels very, very manly, very like manly in a bad way. Like disgusting things that men do, like how they're just fucking bleh, like just make me gag. Oh, and all that to say, maybe I just can't separate him from the show, because I was about to say, oh my god, I can't believe like people, like of course people like him. It's just not my cup of tea, but I was about to say, I can't believe like Shorty was like with him. I don't even know her, but it's like that was just an immediate thought. I'm not coming for him though, because I don't know him like that, and maybe he is like how he really is on his show, but if that's the truth, stay away from me. Like if you haven't seen like clips that I've seen where he's just like crossing the line, and that's what I'm assuming that's what the show is about, and it's just like, if that's what you like, you know, watch it, but if that's not your cup of tea, then move on. Like I totally understand that, and it's just not for me. So I'm not trying to shit on it, I just don't like it. It's hard to explain. Like I know like the show is supposed to be disgusting and it's supposed to cross the line, and it's not for everybody, I get that, but it's just like the fact that people do like that. Anyways, on to a different note. I'm on my period. Oh my god, I need to put in my period tracker. And my cramps have been killing me. Like how y'all saw, like I was eating s'mores. It was a craving like that literally came out of nowhere. Because first I was thinking of Pop-Tarts and how I haven't had Pop-Tarts in years. And then I started thinking like my favorite flavors were the cookies and cream s'mores. I actually enjoyed the strawberry with no icing better than strawberry with icing. I didn't even really like the strawberry period. I really like the blueberry with and without icing. Without icing better though. The blueberry fucking slapped. I like birthday cake. Trying to think what other ones there were. I feel like that's really it. Like I know people like would eat like the sugar spice or cinnamon spice one. That was never for me. But yeah, I was just craving a little s'more, and literally my mom was just going to the supermarket. She was like, oh, is there anything else you need before I leave? And I was like, shit, let me just put down s'mores because I'm feeling a s'more right now. And on a happier note, I don't know if you guys remember from like a bunch of previous videos how I was talking about I couldn't really find a good book to read. Like I was literally just not finding anything. I finally found something, and this author, I've been binge reading like a whole lot of her books. I've read from her in the past. I've read a lot of her books in the past, but it's not like I dropped her. It's just like there's so many books in my library. It's not, you know, like I've just discovered new books along the way, but whatever. When I can't find a book to read or anything good at the moment, and it's just like really frustrating, I go back into my library and I look to see what books I really enjoyed, and I go to the author's page on Goodreads. Y'all saw that spit fly? Yeah. I go to the author's page on Goodreads, I see their other books, and I give it a try. And it is so disappointing when I go to their page, I go to their other books, I download their book, I buy their book, and the fucking book it's nothing like their other books. Like the writing is different, the flow. I'm not saying every book has to be the same, you know, experiment, do whatever, but it's just like when you go from writing a type of way where it's just like, oh my god, like I really enjoyed that, said that very night, like I'm not gonna say, oh, you know, the writing was very eloquent, because I'm not here for that. Like I'm not here for that. But it's like when you go from writing like an actual fucking author to something that like a fucking 10-year-old would write on Wattpad, like I'm not trying to shit on this one book. Oh my god, what was it called? It was oh my god, what was it called? Okay, it literally took me forever to find the book I was talking about, because I'm looking through the library on my phone and on my iPad, and apparently it just wasn't on my book anymore. It was in my files, but it wasn't in my library. So anyways, the book that I wanted to compare to was Den of Vipers by Kay and Knight. We all know the writing wasn't the greatest, the plot, everything about that book was questionable, but I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, even though it made me cringe. But like, okay, I looked for the book for so long I forgot my point. But use Katie Robert for example, because I feel like a lot of people have read her books. First book I ever read from her was Neon Gods, and I don't really like retellings of like fairy tales or like these Greek god characters or Greek characters, sorry, or Greek gods, whatever. I don't really enjoy books like that, but I gave it a chance because I heard a lot about it. I was like, all right, I'll read it, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna read the other books. Like I don't want to read a Jafar and Jasmine retelling. It's not because I don't like the characters, that's just not something that I'm desperate and dying to see, you know? So I read that, and then I looked at her other books, like fairy tale related, like your brother's best friend or your dad will do. That one I went for. The writing was very different. I don't know if it's because Neon Gods came out after, or Your Dad Will Do was like one of her earlier books, but I just did not enjoy it. I don't think I could even get past the first chapter because the writing was just so and it's like when you're used to a certain level or certain caliber, not trying to make it seem like, oh my god, the writing was outstanding, but it's just like, I don't want to read this one book from you and I'm just like, damn, like a page turner, and then go to another book from you and I'm cringing every 5 seconds. And that's what like not, I don't want to shit on these authors, but that's what like a few of them that like their books that I really enjoyed, just cringe, so much cringe. But there were some authors where I really did stick it through because I really did enjoy them. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Sam Mariano, I really do enjoy her books. Untouchable was the first one I read. Whole bunch of trigger warnings in that one. Do what you will, but I'm not gonna lie, it was my guilty pleasure rereading that, even though there were a few parts that really did piss me off and made me want to fight Sam, because I'm like, girl, not even fight Sam, fight Zoe. I'm like, Zoe, get your shit together, girl. Like, you keep forgiving this man. But anyways, I really enjoyed Untouchable. I really enjoyed the Morelli series, especially Mateo. I'm sorry, Mateo and Mia for life. I'm sorry, like, I know they're toxic. I know Mateo is fucking crazy. I'm not even here for Mateo. I just love Mia. I know a lot of people, they thought she was weak, they thought she was annoying, but no, Mia for life. Fuck Meg. Yo, I wanted to fight Meg, like, but like, that's how much I enjoyed the book. And I went to some, I can't even speak, I'm speaking so fast. When I went to some of her other books, like, I know another book I tried for her was Descent. I'm telling you, the first fucking chapter was so hard for me because I'm just like, I'm not used to this cringe ass writing. Like, it was so fucking hard. I was just like, but it was worth it. Get past that first cringy ass chapter. It is so worth it. So basically, you have your main character, it's this girl. We're starting off with her in a club for her friend's bachelorette party, and you know, she's trying to enjoy herself, trying to have a good time. Her ex keeps texting her, and she's like, yo, I'm done with him. Why does he keep texting me? Then he calls her, or he texts her, he's just like, hey. No, he calls her, she picks up. It's not him who answers, it's some other guy. And he's like, oh, hey, I need you to meet me here or some shit. And she's like, oh, okay. So then she leaves the club and is waiting because the guy on the phone, he was like, oh, what was he like? He was like, oh, I'm gonna have somebody pick you up and bring you to where your ex is. And then she's like, okay. And I'm like, what the bitch? What are you doing? Like, I wasn't even mad at her. It was getting cringe. Their conversation was just so cringy. I don't know what it was. But she's waiting outside, and then like her inner turmoil, she's just like, oh wait, you know, maybe I shouldn't have left without saying anything to anybody. Don't you fucking think, you dummy? So then she's trying to go back into the club. The bouncer's like, bitch, you're not getting back in unless you get that ass on that line. So the car pulls up. She goes in the car, and I think, so she gets to the place where her ex is at. She sees her ex is at like this other club, this secret private club. And then the guy who called her is actually her ex's boss. And he's basically the love interest. That man is fucked up. But anyways, so yeah. So I'm not even gonna say what happens after that, but I did enjoy that book. I did enjoy it. I just have to get past the first chapter. But basically, back to my main point, it's just like, get your shit together, okay, authors. And yeah, I also lost where I was going, but let me tell you the book that I'm reading right now. It's called, what is it called? Something, in the dark of the night. In the dark of the night, and I will find you. If you know where that's from, I love you. It's called Dark Side of the Sun by Addison Cain. Now, like I said previously, I've read, oh my god, I have to burp, but it's not gonna come out. Oh my god, it's not gonna come out. Like I've said before, I've read Addison Cain books before, like, oh my god, excuse me. I can't name them, but I've read a whole bunch of her books way back. Really thoroughly enjoyed them. Oh, the Born to Be Bound series, I don't know if that's the first one or if that's what it's called. That tore me up. Shepherd and, I can't remember her name, but Shepherd and the shorty tore me up, yo. And then I think I tried another book just recently, Ren's Song. Now, the first book wasn't bad. I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy it, but there was a lot of things where it's just like, I had to put it down. So I was just like, But it was so short, I got through it quick. But this, Dark Side of the Sun, bitch, I am eating that shit up. I think it's a standalone, which I'm mad. I really wanted to have a sequel because it's really good. I'm really, really, really enjoying it. So yeah, I'm just really happy that I finally have something to read, because when I'm in a stump and I really can't find anything to read, I'll just be reading BL And I have a whole bunch of BL on my want to read list or to be read. Did y'all see that? Yo, that could have popped the fuck out of me. But yeah, I have a whole bunch, even shoujo, regular shoujo manga. And I don't know, but it's just like when I want to read, I want to read. Like, bitch, give me a book. Give me a good book. Because sometimes they be making me about to go back and reread fucking Harry Potter series. But, and then let me tell you, Harry Potter is like really the biggest reason that, because I started reading Harry Potter when, I want to say I was in middle school, like the beginning of middle school. I think the beginning of middle school is when I started like heavy reading. Because I remember I was in 6th grade and I read this book. I think it was called Stargirl. And I was talking about it with my teacher and I felt so grown. I felt so educated because she had read it too. It was like this little book, probably like 100 pages max. It was a small book. And I was just like, I had finished reading it. She was like, oh, you read that book? I was like, yeah. The ending was like really unsatisfying and I didn't really like the ending. I wish it would have went a different way. She was like, I totally agree. And mind you, I was in 6th grade. I was like 12 years old. When I say that shit gassed my head up so bad. But anyways, I've been talking to y'all long enough. I'm either about to go I think I'm gonna make some soup. I'm gonna crochet. I'm about to read and yeah. So but